Today we are going to talk about Madame Curie. Madame Curie is a great person, not just in science, okay, not just in chemistry or physics, also as a role model for the whole humanity, especially women, because she broke the barriers, sex barrier for human beings to become scientists. There's nothing specific for some group of people. All humans have the full potential. She proved it. She is always a role model. Okay, she was born in Warsaw in Poland under Russian occupation, and to poor parents who did not have the freedom to learn in their native Polish language. They did not even have a lab in their schools because Russians did not want at that time Polish nationalism to flourish. Okay, so they were having secret meetings to teach Polish language and Polish literature and science in Polish language. Okay, that is where Maria Slodowska was her full name at that time. Okay, she was trained, and as she and her sister Bronia finished the school, they didn't have money to go to college. So they came to an arrangement that Bronia will go to college in Sorbonne in Paris, and Maria will work to support her sister. And she worked with a relative of her father and fell in love with a boy there, but they didn't want their son to marry a penniless poor woman. So that marriage didn't happen, even though their friendship remained. And that boy became a great mathematician later. Okay. Now, she went to Paris, started her studies, object to poverty, didn't have enough to eat, and she was working with the magnetism of different alloys, didn't have enough space. So she requested another scientist, Pierre Curie, who had a lab of his own, to help in finding space. Pierre, they say the first major discovery of Pierre Curie is Madame Curie, okay? Because he welcomed her not only just to the lab, also to his life. So they got married, okay? And by the time this theory of radioactivity came up, and Madame Curie found this uranium, which is extracted from a ore called pitch blende, and that uranium has much less radioactivity than the pitch blende. So there should be something in the pitch blende. She started working on that. It was all manual labor, no mechanized process to make it easier or simpler. Okay, she had to use her muscle power to grind the pitch blende and to extract it and to dissolve in nitric acid and to filter it and all process truckloads of pitch blende she handled single-handedly. Okay, and ultimately she discovered two new elements. The one is polonium, and she named it after her name, her national country's name, Poland. That is how polonium came. Okay, and the second one was radium, and radium is considered one of the greatest achievement of humanity. Okay, for cancer therapy and for the lot of radioactive experiments. Remember, I mentioned Rutherford borrowed radium from Madame Curie to use his gold foil in his gold foil experiments. Okay, that is radium. Now, radium does not stop there. Okay, and in radioactive studies, it is very, very important. Okay, and it was believed Madame Curie died because of the effects of radium on her body, which can cause cancer and all. But several years later, her body was exhumed. There was no sign of radium in her body. Okay, no, nothing to suggest. However, she had aplastic anemia. Her bone marrow was not working properly to make blood cells, and that is because during the World War, she was operating a mobile X-ray machine. There was not all the security measures available at this time. Okay, and it was very likely she had a radiation exposure from X-rays that killed her bone marrow. That is how she died. Okay, what a wonderful life story. Okay, and I will talk to you later. Bye.